Hi ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys are doing amazing in another video today, okay? This is my second one for the day, so I'm on a roll. Anyway, so I hope you guys are doing great. I decided to make another video even though I have a class coming up, so I'm gonna try to make it short and sweet, although I'm not so sure about that because I have so much information that I want to put out there, so we'll see, okay? So this video is quite interesting, okay? So this video is going to be about, I'm going to give you 10 signs that indicate that you are an earth angel, okay? Earth angels are extremely extraordinary, okay? They are amazing. They are here to guide humanity, they're here to help humanity, although sometimes they're in situations where they need help themselves, okay? So one sign of being an earth angel is you know you're here for a greater purpose, okay? You know you're here to help humanity, okay? So in most situations, you don't want to accept help from others. You have a very hard time asking for help yourself, okay? So that's probably sign number 11, okay? 1111 for those of you who are seeing numbers, right? So this might be a clue too. Anyways, I know a lot of people have been seeing this number 1111, so I'm just making a joke about this, you know. But anyways, I know me myself, I've been seeing it myself, okay? So and of course it's going to mean a lot of different things to. It's going to mean this particular number is going to be significant for you personally, and you're going to have to listen to your intuition about its meaning to you personally, right? Anyway, so back to the list, okay? We're going to be talking about earth angels, okay? Earth angels are the chosen ones. They're like angels in human form, okay? They came here to help humanity, to uplift humanity, and they basically came here to serve humanity, okay? They're not here for their own gains, personal gains, you know. They're not here for their own selfish reasons and for their ego, you know. So they have a greater purpose to serve, and they're here to, you know, to help humanity in every way that they can, okay? Mostly spiritually, you know, of course physically too, and in every way that they can, okay? And emotionally too, of course, okay? So we're going to talk about this, okay? I'm going to give you a sign, okay, that might indicate that you might be an earth angel, okay? It doesn't matter whether you're a male or a female, that does not matter, okay? So the sign number 1, okay, is you are always attracted to angels, okay? Or angel figures, okay? Or you might even dressed as an angel for Halloween, okay? Of course, Halloween is, ironically, it's a demonic holiday, okay? So that's the irony, right? So like an unawakened earth angel might still celebrate Halloween, okay? The one that has awakened, they're probably not going to, okay? Anyways, and of course Halloween is not celebrated, you know, in a lot of countries, although that's now changing, okay? But anyways, just so you guys know, it is a demonic holiday, okay? So don't celebrate it if you can, okay? But back to the angels, right? So we basically oftentimes we are drawn to the things that will bring us closer to ourselves or to our purpose, okay? And so, you know, those things, they might be like very small, you know, they might seem insignificant, right? So it could be like small angel figurines, right? Or it could be like small angel little statues or something, right? Or maybe angel towels, I don't know, right? It can be really anything with angels on them, okay? That's one thing, right? Once again, you could have been dressing up as an angel on Halloween, okay? That's another indication too, because often we play out our fantasies during Halloween, okay? So we dress what we really kind of want to be seen as, okay? Or maybe what we are, you know, what we're urging to kind of what was repressed maybe, and waiting to come out, okay? So it's something like this, right? So there's a reason why people basically wear specific outfits on Halloween, okay? Oftentimes it's their like repressed side that wants to come out, okay? And so if you are dressing as an angel for Halloween, then it must be that, you know, this particular outfit resonates with you, okay? And so take note, okay? Anyway, so once again, you could be, you know, seeing like maybe you, like for example, when I was in high school, right? I don't know why, but I just made, you know, a cake that was called angel cake, okay? I made that cake. I remember making it. I really love baking, right? I don't like cooking so much, but I love baking, okay? Ironically, we don't have an oven in our house, so bummer, right? But anyways, I made that angel cake, okay? I brought it to school. Everyone just like ate it up. Like it was gone within like seconds. The guys just like went and got like seconds and thirds, and I was of course flattered, you know. But anyways, I was like, okay, that was an angel cake, okay? So everyone had a piece of angel cake. And I remember I wanted to try it, but I never got a chance to try even one piece, you know? Anyways, but I did make the angel cake, right? Once again, subconsciously, right? Unconsciously, you're drawn to certain things, drawn to certain professions even, right? Drawn to the things that you find interest in for a particular reason. It could be it could relate to your purpose, okay, in one way or another. So always pay attention to what you're drawn to, okay, because it really is very important, okay. So yeah, this can be a clue too, right? Another thing is earth angels, okay, like in Harry Potter, okay. Harry Potter was actually talking about that, okay. So the marked one, right? Who do you think the marked one was, right? It was Harry, right? And he was marked. He was the one that was going to defeat the evil, right? And so that's what that's what the author was talking about in Harry Potter, actually. Okay, it's the spiritual world that was unseen, right? That is unseen for most of the population, right? The Muggles, right? The Muggles, they couldn't see this world, right? And so that's how a lot of people in this world are. They can't see the spiritual world, although Harry, right, and his friends, they basically began to see it, okay? And he was marked from birth, right? And of course, he was the black sheep in the family, right, in Harry Potter, and that's how earth angels are also treated too, okay? They're usually the black sheeps in the family. They're scapegoated, right? They're mistreated, they're abused, you know, mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever, right? Like in any way, basically, in every way possible. So they usually, they have very, very difficult lives, okay? They come from some crazy backgrounds, okay? And so, yeah, you are usually marked, okay? So earth angels, like in Harry Potter, right? Harry Potter was marked. They usually have some kind of a mark on them, okay? And one of those marks can be your, for example, you can be a lefty, okay? Lefties, guys, I'm a lefty, okay? But back in the day, they used to consider being a lefty evil, okay? Back in the day, everything was evil, okay? Things were hidden, right? Now they're no longer hidden, right? So everything has been all the lies, all the deceit is coming to the surface now, okay? Back in the days, it was very easy to lie, to basically to hide the truth, okay? So anyway, so I'm a lefty, you know, and back in the day it was considered to be evil to be a lefty, which is so not true. It's actually the opposite, right? You could be a lefty, you could have another mark, okay, on you. You know, it can be like an eye, right? Like one eye is a bit like, I don't know. It can be anything really, right? It's just some kind of a mark that you were born with, okay? So, and of course, being a lefty, it's just a completely you're going to, because your brain works differently, basically, you're going to view things from a completely different perspective too, okay? So it doesn't matter that I was basically retaught to write with my right hand, right? But I still like play with my, my dominant hand is still a left hand. So this can be a sign, but there can be other signs too, right? Anyway, so what else? You love sharing, right? And often give without expectations, okay? So you love sharing, guys. When I was a kid, guys, the first time that I stole, okay, and I of course I don't feel that great about it. It was the wrong thing to do, right? But I stole, and basically I stole money from my mom, and it was the first time, right? I didn't know any better. I was a kid, but I stole in order to buy my friends gifts and like toys and things like that, And we were really poor, right? And because by doing that, basically I got really beat up. Basically, I just remember like blood, everywhere, and it was really traumatic. It was a very traumatic experience for me, right? And as a kid, I didn't know any better, right? So that's what I did, right? So anyways, you basically you do things from your heart, okay? You've got a huge heart, a giant heart, right? And you just want to give. You find you love just giving and sharing with others. You love to see their smiles. You don't expect anything in return, basically, okay? But it comes to you anyways because of karma, right? What we give, we get, right? And so oftentimes you give, but you get so much more back, right? And it just happens naturally, and you give from your heart. You don't have any expectations, okay? So because you find pleasure in giving, okay? That's another, right? Another one that probably no one talks about, okay, guys, is that you might always be hot, okay, guys? So like you might always be hot, like your body just like naturally heats is more warm, right? It's more heated, and the reason, like as we're speaking, I'm just extremely warm, right? And not just because of your high metabolism, right? Not just because maybe you work out, right? You've always been this way. Like as a kid, I remember just running without any clothes on. I would just like while everyone else was wearing like while they were wearing like jackets and sweaters, right? I would just like have a t-shirt on, and I was always extremely warm, always hot, okay? So that's another indication, okay? Because earth angels, they naturally have a higher vibration, right? And that higher vibration kind of like it keeps you warmer, okay? You're more energetic, right? When you've got more energy, you become more heated up, okay? So you're like an oven, basically. And this is another indication that you might be an earth angel, is that you're always hot, okay? While everyone else is wearing like, jackets, sweaters, you're running around with a shirt, and you're fine with that, you're not. And people might always like annoy you with their questions like, aren't you cold? No, lady, man, I'm not. Like because you're just, you're comfortable, right? While others are not. You'll notice that too, okay? You also adore animals and children, okay? Children really adore you. Animals adore you. When a dog sees you, they start like wagging their tails. They just can feel your huge heart. They can feel your energy. And animals and children are still very much in touch with the universe, in touch with God, right? They can also feel your positive energy. They can feel your heart chakra, right? And so they're extremely drawn to you, okay? And you'll always be much more comfortable in the presence of kids and animals because they don't have that ego yet, right? And they're just so pure and usually honest and innocent, and that's just beautiful to you, So that's another indication, okay? Let's see, what else? Oh, okay. So within minutes of meeting you, okay, a lot of people confess their greatest sins to you, okay? A lot of people might ask you if you believe in God almost immediately. They're going to tell you their like life story. Basically, people feel extremely, extremely drawn to you, and they feel very comfortable, around you, just being around you, because they can feel that you're not a judgmental soul. You're not going to judge them, and you're going to listen to them, and that's like therapy for them, right? And so oftentimes when we withhold information, when we don't confess things, when we hold everything inside, right? All of those emotions, all of those thoughts, and they're not coming out, that can actually make us sick, okay, in the long run, right? Because emotions, thoughts, they're energy, okay? And believe it or not, emotions can get stuck in your body, okay? And even, block some of your energy that's inside your body, okay? So you want to eventually get those emotions out, you want to get those thoughts out, okay? Try to, if you are the type of a person who keeps everything inside, just try to use a journal or something if you don't feel if you don't feel comfortable in telling everyone your business, right? But anyways, if you are an earth angel, you probably notice that people tell you everything. People feel extremely comfortable in your presence, and they tell you things that they probably never told anyone, okay? And because they know, they can sense your presence, they can read your energy subconsciously, right? Or unconsciously, right? And they know you'll not judge them. They know that you've probably been through a lot yourself, because they can feel it. And they can sense your heart, chakra. They can sense that your heart is huge, and that you will listen to them without any judgment, okay? And that you'll probably even guide them or help them, okay? So that's extremely natural, right? You're going to notice that people are drawn to you for this reason, anyways, also, people are going to be intimidated, okay, by you, okay? So they're going to be intimidated by your energy. They're going to be intimidated by your aura, by by your presence. And it's not because you're huge, you're swole or whatever, you have big muscles. Not every earth angel is the same, right? We all look different. But people are going to be intimidated, okay, almost immediately, okay? I have so many people, you guys, you have no idea, but so many people just like, change their body language, and they just put their arms like this, they get into this dominant pose, right, with me, within like minutes of meeting me, right, or seconds of meeting me. And I find this kind of like a little bit annoying sometimes, because I don't want them to be threatened, and I'm not a threat. And I'm not trying to beat anyone up, or even like, I don't want to hurt anyone, basically, okay? I mean well, right? And so, but still, you will get a lot of this. A lot of people will tell you that you're intimidating. A lot of people will tell you that you're powerful, right? And so for those of you, for earth angels that, haven't yet found themselves and haven't yet realized how powerful they actually are, okay, listen to those people, okay? People will tell you who you are oftentimes, even before you know it, okay? So you will hear this a lot. You will hear people telling you, wow, you are very powerful. I've heard this many times by random people, just like within seconds of meeting me. And before that, before I came to kind of my power, right, and before realizing how powerful I was, right, I thought it was kind of weird that they were telling me that, I thought it was strange. I was like, why would they tell me that I'm powerful, like, how so, I always thought this in terms of finances too, right? And I was like, well, I don't, oftentimes also people will ask you, like, what do you do for a living, right? Because they equate like your power, your energy with also being extremely wealthy financially, right? But that's probably not always true, right? In most cases it's probably not going to be true, right? So you'll think to yourself like, okay, I'm not like a CEO of any major company, right? I'm not I don't really have like billions, millions, right? So like, why would they think that I'm powerful, right? Well, anyways, it's your energy, okay? It's your godly presence. It's your spirit team, your angels that are behind you that makes you powerful, right? It's your energy. It's what you can do. It's your potential also. It's your willpower, right? So it's everything that's basically unseen, okay? That makes you powerful, okay? So that's what, if you haven't awoken to that yet, wake up. It's time to wake up, because as an earth angel, you are one heck of a you are a soldier, okay? You are like one heck of a force to be reckoned with, basically, okay? So don't you forget that, all right? All right, what else? What else? What else? Okay, another thing is you never fit in, okay? So you try to fit in maybe like in the past, right? And you never fit in. Like in America they had these particular groups, right? Or cliques. I never fit in anywhere. Like I would just go from a group to a group like a butterfly, right? I would just go from a group to a group to a group. Like you can identify with all of them, right? All of those cliques. So you never fit into like an actual clique, like one clique, you know? And you always kind of did things in the way that you wanted to do them, right? You always kind of thought outside the box. You always questioned like, why should I do this? You never really like kind of listened to authority, okay? Also, right? So just because someone like was older than you were, right? You knew like deep down that they weren't necessarily more knowledgeable or even wise, right? So you always kind of like you always you listen to your inner guidance more than anything else, you know, and you never fit in. You were always like naturally rebellious, I would say, okay? And when you heard a no, you would like, you know, I used to like, yeah, when you heard a no, right, you would like probably rebel against it. Not in a like obnoxious way, right? But maybe when you're a teen, it wasn't in an obnoxious way, right? But anyways, but you just always question the norms. You question the status quo, right? You never like you never just accepted things, okay? So you were always a misfit, okay? So Steve Jobs was talking about exactly that, okay? It's the misfits, earth angels, okay? That's who you are. You came here to change this world. You came here to show people what is possible. You came here to push beyond limits, okay? You came here to set a completely different standard for humanity. You came here to show people their potential, okay? So you didn't come here for your own selfish gains, okay? That stuff doesn't even matter to you in most cases, okay? You came here to freaking change this world, to shake it up, you know, to shake it up. You came here to shake up this world and to freaking awaken everyone else in their spirits, okay? And then what else? You have by this time at this point you've experienced a spiritual awakening, okay? In most cases I think since probably 2012, I'm not so sure, right? But that's when the Mayan calendar ended. It was supposed to be the end of the world, right? The end of the old world, right? And the beginning of the new world, okay? The new world, which is the 5D world, right? So you have probably experienced a spiritual awakening, okay, by now, or maybe you are, okay? And that's the reason why you're also seeing 1111, right? In most cases, okay? It's like the doorway, right? 1111 is like the doorway that's being opened, okay? You have to be careful with your thoughts at that time, okay? When you see 1111, it's like a doorway that's being opened that you can enter through, right? And it shows you kind of that you're on the right path in terms of your spirituality, okay? And so, yeah. Spiritual awakening, right? I believe most earth angels have awakened to their true selves, okay, and to who they really are, and to their mission, and to what they have to do, okay, to what they're here for. But for those, I know some earth angels haven't awoken yet, okay, but it's going to happen very soon for them, okay. So yeah, a few more things that I will mention, okay? Although I did talk about 10 things, right? Or 11 things, shall we say, okay? I'm also going to talk to you about, or I'm going to also mention that earth angels also are usually old souls, okay? They were extremely aware, right? Even when they were like small children, okay? I remember a couple of moments when I was a kid, and I was already like an observer. I was just sitting there and like a wise old man, basically, or wise old woman, right? That's how I felt, basically, okay, while being a kid, okay? So I remember just observing like kids in my middle school, for example, jumping around like monkeys, right? And I was thinking to myself, like, my goodness, like, poor teacher, you know, how can why are these kids acting like this? You know, they're acting crazy. You know, if I was a teacher, I would never. You know, like I told myself, which is ironic, like I would never become a teacher. You know, especially in the middle school, you know, like I would have to be insane, you know, because I would have to put up with this kind of behavior, you know. So I was basically, you know, your thoughts as an earth angel, they're not going to be normal. You're going to be extremely aware. And in many situations, you're going to be that conscious, that consciousness, okay, behind the body that you're currently in, okay? You're going to be that observer even from a very young age, okay? So yeah, there's also that, okay? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you feel called to. Please like my video and share it if you like, okay? No pressure, guys, okay? Feel free to check out any of my courses. Feel free to I don't know, leave your comments. I really love hearing from you guys, okay? So anyways, have a good one, and I will see you in another video. I have to go teach. Bye.